Today, we're working on the deep stabilizing muscles, the core, the shoulders. And if you find any a struggle, just modify. Grab a towel or a cushion, which will help with your wrists. But if you're ready, let's warm up. Let's start in a 4-point kneeling. So come down to your mat. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now give me a long neutral spine. We start with the shoulders. So inhale, bring your chest towards the mat. Exhale, push away. Keep the arms straight. And add breath. So you're just wrapping your shoulders around your rib cage and then pressing them away. One more time. Keep breathing. From here, I want you to hover your knees up, just a couple of centimeters. Hover them up. Breathe and tap down. Inhale, keep that long spine, do it again for 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times, working on loading your shoulders. Tap down, last one, and working on activating your core. Drop down. So now let's just do a cat-cow. Bring the tailbone between the legs and start to round your spine up as you exhale. Inhale, push the tailbone away and bring your chest between the arms. Do it again and breathe. Inhale. Don't worry if we're at different times. Just move so it feels good and breathe. One more time. Come to your side. Watch this. Your legs are in a Z position. You lie down on your side. Bring your arms overhead. All you do is sit up. That's it. And then come down slowly. Come on, do it with me. Inhale, exhale. Come down. Do it again. Why? Why are you doing it? Because it turns on your nervous system as well as your stabilizers. One more. That's it. Now just come into a half plank. Elbow under shoulder, hips are stacked. Up you come. Now open and close the top leg. So this is your clam, and it activates your pelvic stabilizers. Come down and lie on your back, arms out in a T position. Right leg up, left leg up into tabletop. Now just take your legs to one side, but keep your shoulders heavy and your eyes on the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back to the center. You don't need to look at me, just follow. Bring your legs to the other side. Shoulders heavy. Bring it back with your waist. One more each side. Feel how your waist has to bring the knees back. Last one. Keep breathing. Now go into your half side plank on the other side. Same setup. Lift into your half side plank. You don't need to watch me, just lift and lower that top leg. Last 2. Coming down into your Z position for your half side get up. So lie down, arms stretched up, inhale, prepare, then sit up. 4, make your way down slowly. Arms overhead. Exhale, sit up. 3. Arms overhead. Inhale, prepare. Exhale as you sit up with power. One more time. Fantastic. Now just sit on your butt. Bring your hands behind your hips. Feet are wide. Just windscreen wiper your knees. Inhale, exhale. And that just feels really nice on your hips and lower back, doesn't it? One more each side. Chest up and breathe. Perfect. Now come into a 4-point kneeling, just as we started. From here, take one hand behind your head. I want you to rotate that elbow up and then feed your hand through, called thread the needle. Do it again. Hand to the head, Inhale, rotate the upper back. Exhale, drop the shoulder towards the floor. Either stick with that, or as you rotate the arm, step the opposite leg back. And then bring it in as you thread the needle. Inhale takes a little bit of coordination, but if you can do it, it's excellent. Hands down, and we'll do the other side to finish. Bring that arm up. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, thread the needle. Let that shoulder come down. Inhale, feel your upper back twist. Exhale, bring it in. Do you want to add the leg? Go on then. Inhale. Exhale. Working on motor skills. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Fantastic. Sit back into a child's pose. Take a breath. Now connect your butt to your heels and start to roll up. One vertebra at a time, building your best posture. Now you're ready for your workout. Our first move is a bird dog. So wrap your hands around the towel and that will just give your wrists a little extra cushioning. Glide the shoulders back and down. Place the neck on top of the spine. Make sure the knees are under the hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, your right thumb will come up and you'll start to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, avoiding an arch. You come in and tap or you come in and tap down. So what do you say? Shall we start this workout? You're going to feel epic. Roll the shoulders back and down. Draw the belly button in. No wrinkles on the back of the neck. Right thumb comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Start to extend that leg. Squeeze the butt. Bring it in slowly. Breathe out. Eyes are down. You really want your hip bones to stay level. That's great. Now, with the supporting arm, if you tend to hyperextend through the elbows, just soften them a little bit. And the shoulder stays down away from your ear. And your breath. That's good. Your breath will get you through this workout. Stop there. Just take a little rest while I show you what I mean about the hyperextended elbow. If when you lock out, it's really bending this way, you need to soften it. All right. Left thumb up, inhale, exhale, extend. Feel the squeeze on the butt, bring it in and either tap or put your hands down and reset. Inhale. So my neck then wasn't optimum. I need to look down. You don't need to look at me. Just extend opposite arm, opposite leg, and then bring it in. Marry it up with your breath. Keep your lower back supported with belly button to spine. Keep going, you're doing great. And stop. Just move the towel, bring your arms down so that the hands touch the elbows. Watch this. You press your butt up nice and high, walk your hands in. You're going to stay there. So when you're ready, which is now, get into position. Do not look at me, just listen. If you need to bend your knees because you have tight hamstrings, that's fine. But push your hands into the floor. Push your forearms into the floor. Then give your head a little shake and make sure your neck is relaxed. Then draw your ribcage in a bit more. Oh, I've got an adjustment in my upper back then. So let's talk about the upper back. It's usually tight on most people. The more you press your elbows down, the more that back will open up. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees down. That was so good. Take a quick look at this. Link your hands properly behind your head, and then you're going to lift into a crunch. It's a crisscross, and if you want, extend the legs. Let's go. Come on with me. Time is already on. So, with the crisscross, you want to lift the top elbow towards the knee, not the knee to the elbow. Breathe out. Breathe in, center, and kind of hold. Breathe out. So we want to hold the tension in the muscle, not in the neck. How do you do that? Really support your head with linked fingers. I also find slowing down keeps it in the belly. Stop there. Not in the neck. Watch this. Fingertips back, press up, and push the opposite hand over. Tap the butt down. You ready? Let's go. Press up, fingertips are back, shoulder blade is down. Reach up and over the shoulder and lift the hips. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, tap down. Turn the fingers, slide the shoulder down. Inhale, exhale. What do you do if you don't like this? Both hands down, lift, lower. If you don't like that, down to the elbows. Lift, lower. But I love the feeling of that opening on the diagonal pattern. Keep sliding your shoulder down. Stop there. Now we're going to do the dolphin again. Elbows down. Press in and walk forwards. Now connect the heels together and the toes apart. Ooh, that's it. Now if that doesn't feel good, go back to the previous position and soften the knees. You know what? It didn't feel good for me today, so I've gone normal. Now let's rock forwards. So you just bring your head forwards in between your thumbs and then back. Rock forwards, shoulder blades stay down and back. If you don't like the movement, hold like you did before, but keep breathing. Come on, you're doing so well. Slowly come down. I told you this workout was going to get in there. Grab your towel for the next move. Just take a quick look. We have one tricep press, and then you push back in a hovering child's pose. Guys, you can do it on the knees. The timer's on. I'll show you how that looks. Elbows are in nice and close. Take yourself into a plank and then round the spine. Round it, round it, round it. Still don't like the hovering child's pose? Do it from your knees. Just round your spine, round it, round it. Make the energy come from your belly button. In full, shoulder blades are down. Inhale, exhale, hover the knees, round it. Create energy. Bring the fire. Elbows close, shoulders down. Slow, strong, powerful you. Nice and slow, control it, elbows in. That's it, that's the timer. Over onto the back, remember the crisscross? We're doing it again. Link your fingers, support your head, come up in your crunch, bring the legs up, belly button to spine. All right, now come into this position. Yep, facing me, hold, hold. Here's your move. Pulse. Leg center, head center, leg twist, and pulse. So it's a Criss, pulse, cross, pulse. Don't like it? Do the move that you did last time. But I love the burn it gives me by moving this slow, precise reverse curl. That's it, work on your breath. Oh, listen to my voice. This is the last one. Stop there, watch this. Can. Can you do the can? Toes down, chest up, elbows down. You just twist the knees, extend the top leg, and twist the other way. You ready? All right, now, twist the knees. Listen to how I make it harder. Keep going if you can. I'm going from one butt cheek to the other. I could extend both of the legs. How does that feel for you? There's another way. I could take the hands behind like I did with the previous tabletop exercise. Which feels best? You should feel it in your waist and your core. And if you're up like me, chest and shoulders a little. Breathe. Last one. Well done. Leg pull front. Come into a plank position. Use your towel if you want Take a quick look. I come forward on the toes, back, and then I squeeze from the butt cheek and lift up alternate legs. Guys, you ready? Good. Shoulders down, tiptoes, back. Now, if it's too hard, drop one knee, squeeze it up, drop the other knee, squeeze it up. But I'll be honest with you, I think that you can do it. I think you tuck your tailbone and do a tiny lift, tiny, forwards and back. If it's too much on your wrists, you can actually do this on your elbows, forwards, back, lift, lift, but you need to breathe. So you go in, it's a shoulder, ab, glute, core exercise. Timer's off. Now over onto your back, working on the crisscross again. You either stick with the previous options or you might want to go for a scissor. A reminder, the timer's on. This is the exercise, crisscross. But if you want to work harder, you could now bring it to a scissor and reach for the opposite side. But if you start to feel it in your neck or your lower back, well, that defeats the object, doesn't it? So pick the one that works for you. Nearly there. Oh, hang in there. Last one. Well done. Lie on your side. Just bring the towel in underneath your rib cage. Stack the hips. Now lift up the legs and balance your fingertips. You there? You should be. Yeah, lift up. So you want to pull the abs in and support your head. From there, lift the top leg a little bit. Now flex the feet and imagine you're stamping on the wall that is underneath your feet, as it were. Now lift the bottom leg up and down, up and down. The hips are still stacked. Whew, you've got it. So if this is too much, you can come down to the floor, up, up, down, down, up, up. Because what I want you to get into is your core and your waist. That's the last one. That's a burner. Back into a pike to plank, but with wide feet, because the exercise is reaching for the opposite shin. You ready? Shoulders are down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. If you can't reach the shin, reach the thigh. If you don't like that, then you can just stick to a normal piked plank with narrow feet. But because I wanted today to really get into your waist, this is a really good way to do it. And I'm now reaching for my knees because it feels good. As I come down into my plank, I'm not letting my back go. Shoulder blades are down. Alignment, alignment, alignment. Stop and come onto the other side to do our beats. So line yourself up, hips stacked, and then fingertips forward and lift. Guess what? The timer's on and you should be up. So once you're here, flex your feet hard, stamp on a wall, and then lift and lower the bottom leg. So you've got to lift the bottom waist. You're trying to imagine that you're stacking your rib cage and your hips. So they're not kind of boxes all shuffled all over the place. You're in alignment. Breathe. We're nearly there. You don't have to work fast to work hard, because I know that by now your muscles are burning. But you can stop now. Oh, well done. You did great. Now it's time to stretch. We're going to start seated with our hands behind the knees. Sit tall on your sit bones and keep your shoulders rolled down to start with. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, tilt your tailbone and start to create a C curve, pulling the belly button in and tucking the chin, rounding the spine. And then as you inhale, rebuild and think about the top of your head going through the roof. Inhale, exhale. I'm hoping you don't need to look at the screen very much through this. I'll talk you through it. Round your spine and rebuild it, rebuild it, rebuild it. Lift the chest. One more time, you're going to round all the way down and you can hold onto your thighs all the way down until the pillow supports you under the neck. Hands by your side, feet by your sit bones, and start to roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time, opening your hips. Take the arms over your head and then rebuild your spine. Slowly down to the mat, creating space between your vertebrae. Bring the arms back over. We'll do one more of those pelvic curls just because they feel so good. Arms overhead. Roll down. Extend the legs all the way, inner thighs together. Take your feet, both of them, to one side of the mat. Make a banana shape and then take hold of your wrist, pick up your head, and then ease yourself over. So it's the same wrist, you then cross the leg over the top. Breathe, close your eyes. Feel how your side body opens. You decide how big the stretch is by altering where your body is. Let's release that arm. Lift the head into the center. Feet to the center and then the other side. Take your time. Cross the ankle over first. Move your head. Grab hold of the opposite wrist. So we did it differently that time. Let's close our eyes just to see which one you prefer. Breathe and really let go and enjoy this side stretch. Doesn't it feel lovely? You don't need to look at me. Just listen to your body. Take a really deep breath now. Fill the belly, let it raise, and then exhale and feel your belly soften. Now, draw the legs back to the center and then pick up your head and your arms and come to the center. Take the arms into a T position. Bring your feet up as we did the pelvic bridge, but take them wide. Now just windscreen wiper your knees, which just means you drop them one side and then the other while you breathe. Now hold here, hopefully facing me. Now take that bottom leg, put it on top of the other one, and that gives this amazing stretch over the front of the hip and down the side. If you don't like it, stay where you were before. Breathe. Try and send your breath to the tightest areas in your body. Got this lovely rotation in the lower back. Now engage your core, let the heel either stay or come off and come into a figure of four. So feed your arms through, flex the foot that's on your knee to keep the ankle safe. Now here the choice is yours. You can keep your head down, or if you want to, you can tuck your chin and start to draw up. But you know what? I just want to relax in this stretch. So I'm going to keep my head down. And how I'm going to extend the stretch is to push my elbow into that knee and pull my legs in closer to my chest. But really allowing my shoulders to melt into the floor and the muscles in my face to relax. Release. Take the feet down, wide, and then windscreen wiper the other side. Pick up that bottom leg and put it on top. breathe. And as I say, if it's uncomfortable, just go to your windscreen wiper, which is still a twist. Close your eyes. Maybe hold your leg there if you need to. Mine's slipping for some reason on this side. And if you're struggling to hold a position, it takes away the beautiful feeling you get from the stretch. So find a place where you can relax into it. And then we're going to go into the figure of 4 from here. Big breath, filling the belly. Exhale, let everything soften. And slowly, but really engage your core and your waist. And then come into your figure of 4. So I'm going to support my foot on this one. So I'm not feeding my hands through because I want to show you another way of doing the figure of 4 where you extend your stretch in the hip by pushing your elbow into the knee, and then you can hold on. You could even hold on to the shin if you want it deeper. But I feel it in my butt. And I love a good stretch in my butt because I work it so hard. And if you're here, you are too. Oh, it is time to move, I'm afraid. Roll up or roll over onto your side. Take the cushion, put it under your knee for extra padding. Come into your split lunge. Tuck your tailbone. Really tuck your tailbone. That keeps your back safe. So now we've got a stretch in the front of the thigh, the quad. Now why don't we add a side stretch? I'm going to hold onto my hip here because then I can do this pin and stretch where I'm literally keeping my hip down. And I want to think about separating the ribs from the hips. It actually feels amazing. Breathe. I'm not going to close my eyes because I tend to fall over if I close my eyes in this position. But if you can, go for it. Okay. Release. Let's do the other side. Take your time. Don't stress out your body now. You've done so well. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck. And when you think you can't tuck anymore, tuck a bit more. You're going to hold on to that hip. And then side bend over. My elbow is cut. In fact, I could even rest my elbow here. Drop my ear to my shoulder. Think of separating the ribs from the hips while tucking my tailbone under and opening up the hip flexor. And trying not to collapse on my waist here. I'm imagining that I've got a ball under my rib cage, lifting me up and over to create more space. I really enjoy this last breath. It is time to come out of it. Okay. Slowly unwind. Take the pillow away. And take a second to appreciate just how incredible your body is. Well done.